Hello and welcome to the Alliance News Network, coming to you Earth Standard Year 2211. With the uplifting of the Xeno species to sapiency, there are still hot-button issues surrounding the presence of a second terrestrial sapient lifeform sharing the Sol system. Certain extremist elements call them an invasive species, though the Alliance assures all its citizens that if you are intelligent enough to master fire, you have a place among us. Let us look to the stars, rather than occurrences on our own doorstep. Speaking of the stars, recent excavations on Mars are only accelerating the construction of deep space stations orbiting other suns. Something big is about to happen. On that, we are certain. ANN, signing off. Hi guys, Tom from Project T here, and welcome back to Stellaris, Reaper's Dawn. Last time, we started this series off gently enough. No bang, no immediately encountering the Ongoi, no deactivated Reaper turning on and bombing us to hell. Just, we've expanded out a few systems. We have Mars under our control, which really needs some more amenities. Can you please take clerk jobs? Thank you. And we are currently in the process of researching the Martian ruins, the Prothean ruins, to be exact, which will lead us to a mass relay above Pluto. And that will open a whole galaxy wide of possibilities for us going forward. But we're still waiting for that to complete. In terms of technology, we have 21 months for an Element 0 core infusion, which will give our cores Element 0, and FTSL speed will go up by 10%. Biodiversity studies in 61 months, and then standardized corvette patterns in 45 months. We currently don't have a federation and we don't have a galactic unity, so we can't check anything of that, so much less to check than I'm used to in starting off one of these episodes and playing the Halo mod for too long, with the entire galaxy filled out as it was by the end with the reclamation. And now it's just us, the Systems Alliance, all on our lonesome. We've got a handful of systems, still trying to look for our first colony. And this one is teasing us as a Gaia world, but it's phasing in out of existence, so any colony we place on that world will be somewhat doomed. See, it's just vanished again. There it goes, shrouding over. If we can stabilize that, that'll be perfect. Hell, if we can get the Baul somehow, like we did last time, that would also be perfect, because all those Gaia worlds we had, oh, that was an amazing start. Sadly, I have a feeling that's not going to happen here, so play it as best we can. Ah, hello Javik, we have our archaeological dig site pending. Proceeding through the alien facility, the team come to the conclusion, after surveying several rooms en route, that it was hastily abandoned by the original inhabitants. The corridors and rooms are messy, with containers and other pieces of equipment strewn about. Trying to access what appears to be computer terminals proved fruitless, as the incredible age has degraded them beyond repair. Examining what looks like to be the aliens' living quarters reveals them to have quite a Spartan lifestyle, with only few personal objects and extremely functional living amenities. Whether this is a unique practice for this and similar facilities or widespread across their entire race is unclear. Hanging on the wall of a larger living quarters, possibly those of someone of authority, is an artistic rendition of an alien being, believed to be the aliens inhabiting this facility. The team examine it closer. The expedition team's previous assumptions about the aliens' appearance proved to be correct. Largely similar to humans, its main difference being two pairs of eyes in a thick, layered carapace head, and two large toes with its feet. Imaging the painting for the expedition records, the team again begins to make their way toward the energy source. So still not quite done, but we're getting there. We've got our next technology, which is Element 0 Core Infusion. We're now faster, thanks to that. Replace that with... Let's get that, it's already started. Fusion reactor, why not? The SSV Tsushima has made an incredible discovery in orbit of Karazat 4. The planet possesses a hitherto thought impossible Number of superimposed quantum states per unit of space. Science Officer Huan Han suggests Karazit 4, which he codenamed the Veil, exists simultaneously in 2 dimensions, our own and an unknown other. What is more, the number of quantum states in the particle field surrounding the planet is increasing at a constant rate. As of yet, there is no confirmed theory that could account for this phenomenon. Huan Tan posits that the psionic energy transmission crackles out of static. What's going on out there? The SSV Tsushima crew apologized for the abrupt termination of their initial report. During transmission, the Veil experienced a complete dimensional phase shift, its particle fields rotating out of one dimension into another. The glittering jewel of a Gaia world has vanished, and in its place is now a swirling planet, occluded by a shroud of psionic energy. Fascinatingly, the number of superimposed quantum states appears to have been reset as the planet shifted. It's now increasing at the same rate as when the planet was a Gaia world. Wantan has used the rate of increase of particle superimposition and the total number of quantum states at the time of transition to extrapolate a 3-month cycle of the planet's dimensional shifts. Perhaps we might develop a method to prevent the planet from shifting, but we should secure the system first. Very well. Yeah, definitely want to try and figure out a way, because if we can get a Gaia world, that would be nice. Ah, looky here. At the last dig site. Now nearing the energy source, the team hear a strong pulsating sound from its suspected location. Prying open a damaged door, the team enter a large cavernous room illuminated by pulsating blue light. The first sign of the facility's function since the expedition entered, it's now clear what caused the potent energy and interference. Suspended in the center of the room is some kind of alien reactor core. Carefully approaching the core, scans indicate to be malfunctioning, most likely due to its incredible age, but at no risk of becoming unstable. The team is shocked as the core, powered by an unknown source, is producing over 50,000 megawatts, nearly 40 times as much as the most advanced nuclear power plant on Earth. Incredible. Ah, no, sorry, I got confused for a minute there. That wasn't the last one. There is another chapter coming up. This should probably be the last one. Come on, give us that relay already. I wanna see it. A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around the moon. Possibly they're in some kind of massive fleet action. Research that, I guess. And you need to finish up research stations. Ah, we have our next tradition. What should we get? Expansion maybe? Colony development speed. Influence cost, new colonies, additional pop. I'd say so. Let's go for expansion, and when we encounter an alien race, we can start going down the diplomacy tech tree. Signs of battle. There is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit at Kazarit 1A at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons bursts, and scans from the SSV Tsushima have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in pretty poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Huan Tan is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulks for any valuable technologies.
Log updated.
What do you need for that? A science ship. Sure, go for it. And then continue scanning. I'm also in the process of upgrading the Alliance fleet again for 5 more ships. New bit of tech, standardized Corvette pattern, so that'll help out. Should have waited a few seconds, it would have cost less. Oh well, ooh, mining station output, Nebula Refinery, coil guns. Let's go for mining station and Nebula Refinery. We'll get coil guns next if it's still there. The team under Science Officer Huan Tan has... Bloody hell, music kicked up. Has finished their expedition on Kazarit 1A and returned to the SSV Tsushima. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced, however, and we could gain valuable engineering insights if we analysed the way they were designed. We should consider the construction of a permanent science outpost in orbit. Very well. New bit of tech. Fusion power. Now, do we want to replace this with? Sure. Automated protocol sounds good. Alright, not fleet manager. Ship designer. They're all upgrading themselves. Okay, Alamo, Normandy SR2, and you're already done. Alright, there we go. They all have now better fusion reactors. 57, go for it. That'll get them up soon enough. We're approaching 1k, another burst should do it. Ah, and look at that, archaeological dig site pending. Within the room, the expedition discovers a few still functioning computer interfaces. Though very alien, the team are able to interpret some of the information they are viewing. The alien reactor is called a mass effect core and is generating a mass effect field, whose erratic functions is responsible for the magnetic phenomenon experienced across the region. It is also apparently powered by Element Zero, the name the alien race is also discovered, prothean. Splitting up, half the team stay and attempt to access more of the alien data, while the rest continue to explore the facility. Gaining access to an even larger room, the team discover a supermassive subterranean hangar bay, whose large, no longer functioning blast doors open to the Martian surface. A small craft is located in the corner of the hangar. The team theorizes it is a shuttlecraft analog. Why is that behind is unknown. Reverse engineer that shit. Preliminary scans of 133709L have shown strange readings. Both it and the smaller surrounding asteroid display energy readings that are not expected from such objects. Furthermore, it is covered in patches of strangely coloured and textured material. Alright, research that, I guess. Alright, I've also gone ahead and slightly renamed these star bases as Early Warning Station Alpha and Early Warning Station Beta. I want to get serious enough for Centauri some of these as well. Just so you know, early warning stations all around the Sol system to defend it, essentially. And we also have technology, biodiversity up. So let's continue on with, I guess, hot growth speed. Let's go for that one. Although Chief Scientist Juan Tan insists that the term is not accurate, the crew of the SSV Tsushima have already begun to call that asteroid a living asteroid. Massive portions of the asteroids are home to colonies of hyper-resilient lichen, unlike any form of fungi found on any terrestrial planet. Like all lichens, these living asteroids are formed of a combination of fungus and cyanobacteria, with this particular species of cyanobacteria being only found in the corresponding fungus. Both are entirely new species to the systems of ions. While the proposed scientific term for these is celestial Ascomicota, I've probably butchered that pronunciation, but sure. Most medium reports and even scientific papers have begun to call them space mushrooms. Further study is recommended. Okie doke. Phased planet. Now that the Veil is within our borders, we should investigate the possibility of stabilizing the planet's state of dimensional flux. If we wish to inhabit the glitching Gaia world, we will have to devise a method preventing the Veil from phase shifting back to the Shrouded world every few months. Let us find a way. What's that going to give? It needs to be a science ship. I'll see. Alright, the Tsushima survey is complete. Get over here and do something with this. Hey, the archaeological dig site is finished. Hallelujah. I just saw out the corner of my eye the word Pluto there. The other half of the team continues to sift through the alien data, while one team member calls for Captain Juhu to come and view the terminal. Being what appears to be a live representation of the Sol system, highlighted on the edge of the solar system just beyond the dwarf planet Pluto, is what seems to be an alien ship or station. Unable to learn further information about it from the confusing alien interface, Captain Juhu makes note of it as a top priority to include in her report. Mass relay. It is clear that her limited expedition team does not have the sufficient resources to properly investigate the entire facility or assimilate the massive amounts of alien data from the computer. While the majority of the team stay within the alien base, Captain Juhu and a few others head to the surface to try and make contact with the Systems Alliance Command to inform them of their progress. They also recommended for a permanent research base to be established to study the facility and a ship to be sent to investigate the mass relay.
Discovered.
Ooh, and what has that given me? Hyperdrive 2 immediately, and dormant relay activation, mass relay network travel instantly. Alright. Do we have any... There it is! Charon Relay! Based on the recommendations of the expedition team on Mars, a ship was sent to investigate the possible location of the Prothean station near Pluto. When our vessel arrives, it detects the aforementioned space station buried in Pluto's moon, Charon, and will take time to repair and study. But the Systems Alliance scientists hope that in time they will learn all of its secrets. There you are. The Charon Relay has been discovered. Apparently it will take time to open, but it soon will open. Oh, there we go. It costs 6,000 energy credits and a lot of alloys. Well, guess what we're going to be saving towards now? Phase lock. Following 6 months of number crunching, theory busting, and heated debate, SSV Tsushima crew has devised a method by which the planet's particle fields can be locked into a nominal state, preventing their rotation between dimensions. A sufficiently turned pulse of energy should freeze the veil into one state, locking into a stable Gaia world. Excellent. We've discovered a large number of unfriendly vessels of unusual design in the Rubicon system, which is filled with old battle debris. So Rubiconoids, we should monitor the situation. Where's Rubicon? Hold on. Apparently we haven't actually discovered Rubicon yet.
Science ship under fire.
Okay, oh. There.
Construction
Right
complete.
there. Well then, avoid that. We lost our science ship. Ju Hugh of the SSV Boston. After all that time doing the archaeological dig site, they were killed by random fucking automated mining drones or some shit. Bloody hell. Leave it at tech. Automatic survey. Very, very good. Let's replace that with the blue lasers. And immediately after that, mining station output. Let's do... Go on. More research. Why not? And I've got myself a new tradition. Let's go for... New colony start with one additional pop, if I'm going to be grabbing the veil relatively soon. Hello, encountering precepts. Oh, there's a mass relay here. And... it's not any vessels, it's space whales. But yes, there's a mass relay here. A functioning one. Alright, we'll see if we can grab that in a second. We're going to want to build out towards this system. A functioning mass relay, yes please. So, Delta aliens, news of alien ships humming through the ether have reached Earth, in many ways ending the first chapter in the book of the Systems Alliance bid for Stellar Empire. Though it's not an actual sapient species, it's space whales, Tianki. Alright, how much do you want to grab that? Sure, go for it. Start building towards that mass relay. Because, well, we don't necessarily need to open our own when we have one. Still. That jumps towards the Athena Nebula. The Athena Nebula? That's where the Citadel's located. If I can get there, that would be good. Prime Minister Saya Varma failed to persuade. The Alien Protection Center, led by Glenn Cairns, has for some time been highly critical of government policy, creating disunity within the state. Today, in the debate broadcast the entire human population, Prime Minister Saya Varma faced Glenn Cairns in a debate to attempt to rebuff the lad's criticisms. However, the attempt backfired and Glenn Cairns was able to come across as more convincing, further weakening the power of the ruling faction. Ah dear. Less influence, that's annoying. Next bit of tech, a blue laser. Let's upgrade next to proof deflectors, that'll take the least amount of time. Encountering Perintha. We have encountered some strange alien vessels in the Perintha Epsilon aliens. More? Perintha. Which ship is in Perintha? Ah! They went through the mass relay. Our science ship went through the mass relay, I see. which has led us to Thessia. We've just encountered the Asari. Huh. Okay. We have encountered our first species, and it wasn't the Turians. It was Thessia, because we went through the mass relay. Well, I guess this means we don't need to open the Charon relay for a little while now, because we have one here over at Proceps. Still, though, that's, neat. Though this does mean, Tsushima, after you finish surveying that system, could you please come back and maybe survey our own systems, please? Thank you. And we are also starting to colonize the Veil now that it's stable. Naming it Shang-Chi. Alright, and that brings us to the end of this episode, I believe. It's been another 10 years, and, well then, we're on the cusp of something big here. We have ourselves 2 mass relays, and an encounter over in the Thetan Nebula with the Asari. We can't see them now. But yeah, I'm currently researching to contact them. That'll be done in 6 months. And we'll see how things go from there. Maybe it'll lead us on the path to the Citadel. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.